New Orleans, Louisiana. Immediately after Hurricane Katrina had struck, the first team from the Animal Rescue League of Boston arrives.
It was surreal. It was like I was trying to picture what it would be like driving into Boston if Boston was evacuated, and that's what it felt like. The only presence there was military and law enforcement, and to have a highly populated city that's just abandoned and evacuated, it was surreal. And just to see the devastation and the damage and the flooding, just looking around that first day really hit you hard, like what had happened. Some days we had addresses of where we knew animals were, that people had left word. They got in touch with one group or another and said, I had to leave my animals behind. We're not going to be able to get back there for however long. Can you please go get them? And so we would go to those specific addresses and look for those animals. Other days we would just go out, and it was kind of a dragnet approach where we would see animals on the street and animals on roofs and in standing water and swimming through that nasty water, and so we would just grab everything we saw. Other days we'd go out and establish feeding programs, fresh food and water, if we weren't able to take animals back to the shelter because of overcrowding that day. So it was kind of different day to day.
I think we got a small dog in here.
We knew that the animals had been through a lot. It was traumatic for the people as well as the animals. We knew that they'd be acting a little bit differently. We were there to rescue them, but not all the animals knew that. They were just scared and confused and displaced and really didn't know how to react. And so we tried to take that into account and be cautious when approaching them.
Weeks later, in Pembroke, Massachusetts, at the Animal Rescue League, a truck carrying 39 dogs arrives from Louisiana.
Welcome to Massachusetts. My heart skipped a beat. I started to get teary.
It was an emotional moment for many in this organization who had worked so hard and had so much more to do.
We know that some of them have spent an awful long time in just filthy floodwater, so we want to make sure our veterinarians get a chance to see them first.
We knew we were doing it for the greater good, and so you go day to day and you know why you're down there, and that kind of keeps you going.